hall pass. But make sure you check out our website for more of Tasha's Fly on the Wall report. But right now we are moving into my territory, checking into our studios from the jungles of Douglasville, Georgia. Here is our good friend to the amazing Stupendous treehouse, Reptile Wrangler Ken, and his amazing animals. Take it away, Ken!
Hello, amazing Stupendous treehouse. My name is Reptile Wrangler Ken, and today I brought Bruno a Rococo toad.
Cool!
Well, wait a minute, Ken. You also brought a tarantula.
Cool!
Actually, there's even more. This is Marbles, a Gila monster.
Cool!
So this is Stump. He's an alligator snapping turtle.
Cool!
Well, why don't you tell us about the tarantula now? This is Lucy. She's a blonde-legged Chaca giant tarantula from the country of Chile. I would like for you to notice that she's got 8 legs and 8 eyeballs. And look at those legs. Do you see that they're really hairy? Like my wife's. And she also has a big hairy butt. I'm making some jokes about the spider, but she also has a dangerous part. And that would be the long black fangs that she keeps tucked up underneath her face. But if she finds a cricket or a grasshopper or even a baby mouse, she'll flip those fangs out and she'll stick them into the food and squirt in digestive juices.
Oh no!
And that will liquefy the inside of the cricket and turn it into goop. And after 4 or 5 hours, she'll use her mouth parts to suck the juices out like a smoothie. Let me tell you about Bruno. I would like for you to notice that he has inflated his airbag. He's trying to look really big and puffy like a balloon so that he will not fit into the mouths of snakes or birds that would like to eat him. So let's see if he'll fit into my mouth. Oh man, that'd be nasty. Now I'm going to teach you kids how to hold a frog or a toad. So please pick up your hand and make the L shape. And then close your hand down into a circle, and we call that the circle grip. Can you say that?
Circle grip!
And once you get your circle grip going, you put it right here on the toad or the frog's waist above his hippies, and then he can try to hop up and down and he cannot get out of your hand. If you don't hold him with the circle grip, you might use 2 hands like this. But he's going to try to push out with his powerful legs. So you might have to squeeze him tight and you could squish his guts. Frogs and toads start out as tadpoles. And as they grow bigger, their tails will shorten and their legs will come out, and that word is called metamorphosis. Can you say that?
Metamorphosis!
So Marbles is my Gila monster from Arizona. He's a desert lizard. He usually stays below ground where it's cool, away from the hot sunshine. And when he comes out hunting, he likes to eat birds and mice and rodents and even eggs. As a matter of fact, if you look at his tongue when he flicks it, the tongue is so sensitive that it can smell an eggshell rolling across the ground, and if I bury it a foot deep, he can smell the egg that's buried, dig it up, and go ahead and eat it.
Yummy!
Another neat thing about Gila monsters, he has these special scales on his back called osteoderms. Can you say that?
Osteoderm!
Yeah, those are living bone that are inside of his scale. Osteo means bone, derm means skin, so he's got bony skin. He also stores the extra fat on his body in his tail, so that in times where there's not much food available, he'll absorb the fat from his tail and that'll keep him healthy. He's also poisonous, but unlike a rattlesnake, his poison glands are in the bottom jaw. Rattlesnakes and venomous snakes' poison glands are in the top jaw, behind the eyeball.
Say what?
Stump is an alligator snapping turtle. He gets that name because of his powerful jaws. Look inside of his mouth, and you see on the bottom of his tongue there's a red appendage that looks like a worm. When he's underwater, he'll wiggle that worm, and fish will come over to eat it, and then he'll snap him with his powerful jaws. Turtles don't have teeth. They have a beak like a parrot or a bird. So he can snap those fish into 2 and eat them up.
Yummy!
Also, look at the shell on his back. He has these raised ridges, 3 of them, that are shaped like pyramids.
Cool!
And that distinguishes him from the common snapping turtle, which has a smooth shell. Now there's two parts of the shell. I'm going to say the words and you kids can repeat them. The top of his shell is called a carapace.
Carapace.
And the bottom of his shell is called a plastron.
Plastron.
He cannot come out of his shell and get a new one like a hermit crab because his backbone is attached or fused to the inside of his shell. And this snapping turtle can live to be 100 years old and weigh over 100 pounds and be as large as the top of a barrel. Wow! They can also hold their breath underwater for months at a time because they have special skin that will allow oxygen to pass back and forth so he can breathe underwater without using his lungs. And he likes to eat anything in the water. He'll eat crayfish and frogs and snakes and even birds like ducks that are floating on top. And they especially like to eat dead stuff called carrion. So they help to keep our ponds and our rivers clean. They're really neat to have. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of our animals today. This is Stencil. He's an eastern king snake, and they live from Florida all the way up to Maine. These are very good snakes to have. Don't ever hurt them or relocate them. So I'm Reptile Wrangler Ken. My website is www.reptilewrangler.net. We hope to see you again.